Since the Banes possessed our companions, they left behind all that great magical stuff right on the ground. So naturally at this point, after re-recruiting Boydon, I went ahead and created some automatons so they could carry all this stuff. Then, we had a hunt for the Horn of the Guani, at the advice of the great Earth Serpent. If you remember that magical field back at Vesulio's lab, that's where the horn is. With Selena's scroll we transcribed, we managed to cast Dispel Field and take it. Then we returned to the Guani camp. However, unfortunately, disaster has struck, which is going to be a common theme from here on out. Hazard, the leader of the trappers, killed most of the Guani, leaving behind only Anani, What's-His-Face, and Niobe, the latter of whom I couldn't find. Long story short, we found Hazard up north in a cave and killed him. We also recovered our lost glass sword and returned the amulet that he took from Yanani back to Yanani. It was pretty important. Inside is the Serpent Teeth, which will gain us access to a very important area way later in the game. Then, we had to travel to the Guani Death Temple. Entering inside, we found the central pillar of ice, used the horn, which freed Gwenno from her tomb. Unfortunately, we had to lug her body all the way back to Monk Isle and resurrect her there. And also unfortunately, when she resurrected, she wasn't her normal self. Her being possessed by a Bane previously has twisted her soul, as the great Earth Serpent said. The part ended right there. Greetings guys, I bid you welcome to some more Serpent Isle. We are in the last half of the game. Our companions are possessed currently, and are currently wreaking havoc all across the Serpent Isle. Probably at the 3 towns. So now we're kind of all alone, it's just me, my automatons, though Boydon is here. I think the avatar's gotten used to his smell. Unlike someone like Shamino. But we need to go over to Moonshade. We're kind of done here on Monk Isle for now. Well, not Moonshade. Let's go back to the Dark Path. I have to go back to Spinebreaker. I probably won't just skip right on over. Apparently in Spinebreaker in the library, I missed something. There's supposed to be something special down there that I want to get. It's worth getting. However, I'm not really sure which gate to take. So let's take a little look-see. You know what? I think you can just, like, do this. This way it looks more lived in. The Dark Path is looking pretty well. I'm not sure which gate takes us back to Spinebreaker. I want to go there first before going anywhere else. And guess what? Remember the Guani Ice Temple? Turns out there was a piece of magical armor there. I think just boots, leggings, I'm not sure. Ah, this is Monitor. Okay. South is Monitor. You know what? Let's do this. We have this. We can totally just mark things. South Monitor. Like that. And I'll put another... Actually, no. Let's do this. Organize a little bit. Dark Path. Can I do this? Organize. Okay, South Monitor. I need to use the notebook more often. Let's try the southeast. Oh, there's more gates here. I forgot about this. That opens, but not that one. And after this, we go to Moonshade. I don't know how long this part's going to be. I could have just totally skipped ahead, but we gotta explore the Dark Path anyways. We know where we're at. It's that cave in the frozen north. This gate here. Okay. Like south, east. Guess ice cave with dead ice dragon. Frozen north. There we go. Let's try this way. We're getting closer to finishing this game, by the way. I forget how long the last half is. Like I said on the last part, things have been rushed on Origin's end, and things were cut out. I'll mention that once we get to the towns. Oh, this area. This is, we gotta be here eventually. So this is like, oh, hold on. You know, this is not gonna work because... I'm not sure how to, like, label them. Because there's two gates in the southeast and southwest. But that's a temple. We were actually there a while ago. Let's try this way. Oh, yeah, this area is very, very important. However, we don't need to be here. It was the tooth we got from Yanani. It's basically... I don't want to say... It's a temple. It's very, very important. We won't be going there for a while. Not for a while. I don't want to spoil it. Good opportunity to check out all these gates anyways. Ah. We know what this area is. This is Skull Crusher. These names are... They're mountains. There's Spine Breaker, there's Skull Crusher. And I said, what's next? Nutcracker? Probably not. Spine of the World, that's Icewind Dale. Forgotten Realms. Let's try up here. They both open. Nice. And to save some time, let's quick save before we enter this one. Ah, here we are. This is Skull Crusher. Nice. It's a bit no, it's not. We're currently inside. We don't need to warm up or anything. We need to go back to where the automaton is. There is actually something here, I believe. And I'm not quite sure where it is exactly, so I gotta double check something. Okay, turns out it's upstairs. I think so. Right over... See this candlestick? We're going to move this here. And click on that. Double click on that. We got a chest here. It is... Let's make sure it's not trapped. We got plenty of mana to cast. It's not trapped. At least I don't think so. Pick it. Unlocked. And here you go. We got a lightning whip, a juggernaut hammer, and a very, very valuable piece of magical armor. Got it. This is the third one in the game. There's only 3, I believe, unless you take advantage of the exploit in the dream world to get that one. But yeah, we got one for the avatar and one for Boydon. At least I think it's the third one. There you go. Boydon has almost a full set of magical armor. He's missing leggings though. We're gonna keep the... Actually, we don't need the plate armor anymore, do we? I don't think so. Hold on a second. Okay, I may have to give not Boydon that. I'm gonna give it to... Who is this? This is Shamno's equipment. It's an automaton. I'm just trying to make sure this is actually Shamno's stuff, and it is. So Shamno can wear this once we get him back. So I don't think we really need the plate armor. I need that one though. Weighs quite a bit, 10 stones. So we got one for Avatar, Shamino, and YOLO. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. And we won't get any more. Boom, boom, boom. Because like I said, if you remember a long time ago, this game's very stingy on magical chest armor. Before I forget, I want to take... We'll take this. We'll take this. That'll go to the dark path. That won't fit though. So I'll put that in here. Put that in there. There we go. That's what I wanted. Let's go back to the dark path then. Huh, that won't fit. That's funny. That crate is now full. I think I'll put this then in... Not there. We got a whole new crate here, so this can go here. Got a good supply of magical stuff, don't we? I don't usually do this. I'm not much of a collector, but... It's like one of those things where you just can't leave them be because they are kind of rare, even though you don't need it. And I guess in this kind of game, it's fun to accrue things. And I forgot to mention while I was trying to look for that secret wall, it was cold and spine breakers, so you had to wear warm gear. There you go. Anyone know where the Moonshade gate is? Because I forgot. Ah, we're here. That only took 2 tries, too. Now, what is Andrew and Frelly doing here? Let's talk to Frelly. Little boy, I need thine help. I need thine help. I am in so much trouble. Trouble? It was so terrible. Everyone is dead, and the city is destroyed. Oh no, that sucks. Well, tell me more. I was in the seminarium when the glowing man came. Beta Biblio tried to stop him, but could not. What happened to Feta Biblio? He is dead. He is dead. The glowing man turned him to cold, cold stone. He is standing in the seminarium. And I do not know how to change him back. About Dylan. Oh, that's just... I don't need that scroll, though. He gave me another scroll. Funny that dialogue option was there. Looking for scroll. I know that one. It is written entirely in Serpent runic, and kept in the library of the seminarium. Only Feta Biblio had the key, but now he hath been turned to stone. You said that. Bye. So long. Okay. He gave me... Oh, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. He gave me Dylan's scroll again. For some reason, I thought we could say we delivered his scroll to his father Dylan in Fawn. But it just gives you another one. That's really funny. Let's talk to Andrio. Whoops. Why is this on? It's... Oh, it's 6 in the evening. It's about that time. It's going to be dark soon, a little bit. Oh, am I glad to see thee? I have been very scared. Scared? The glowing man came and killed nearly everyone in the entire town. Oh, that sucks. That is too bad. So sad. Feta Biblio tried to stop him, but not even he could withstand the glowing man's attack. You know, he is referring to Shamino, who is now Shamino the Anarch. Feta Biblio. Feta Biblio fought a terrific battle. When the glowing man was done with him, he had been turned into a statue. It remains beyond mine abilities to restore him. Restore. I will not know for certain if anything can bring Feta Biblio back to life. Once I overheard Columna talking about a special wand that Terizio owned. What is this wand? What can it do exactly? 'Twas called the Philanderer's Friend. It enabled the user to command objects to move. Quite useful in thievery, I imagine. Perhaps it is a similar sort of magic that is required to enable Feta Biblio to move again. Terizio. I know not if the wand is in Terizio's possession, but perhaps thou wilt be able to convince him to help thee. Be wary of him, however. He hath a reputation for being very tricky. I think we can handle the likes of Terizio, don't you think? Bye. Now we have Philanderer's Friend in here. We got that back in Skull Crusher from Vesulio's lab. So it is important. I almost forgot about that. Okay, let's go into the seminary and then find that scroll. Oh no, that's Gustachio. And he has not much on him. Just a walking stick. Scroll. To Gustachio, wisest of mages, the mundane outsider Reuben, carried with him a very rare and powerful weapon. The blade gained its considerable power from a daemon, bound within the blade by a most puissant enchantment, if that's how you pronounce it. I would very much like to study the mundane's blade. Unfortunately, Reuben released the daemon from the sword in order to escape from the mountains of freedom. I wonder, how doth a mere mundane obtain such a weapon? Now the blade needs to have its sorceress energies realigned, if it is to ever contain another bound spirit. I could repair it if I could use thy flux analyzer. I know that the device was stolen from thee years ago. Hast thou ever recovered it, Melano? Now, how did Melano know we released a daemon? Well, he is a mage. And mages can probably feel magical energies that was released from the sword, aka the Daemon Arcadian. I'll take that though. No need for the rest of us. Yep, we found it in a Skull Crusher, Boydon. You're correct. We currently have it right here. It's a big piece of item too. And that is Lucia. She's dead. Got a scroll here, heal. We don't need that. We gotta find that scroll, which I think is this one. No, that's the magic compass. We don't need that. That's not it. It's a scroll. Is that it though, right there? Well, that's the magic compass thingamajig. Oops. My notebook. I don't need to read that. Brigio's thingy. If they said exactly where it was, I already forgot. But let's open this. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. No. This is the magic compass. I will take. Don't know if it's important. We gotta talk to Fed a bit. I think he has the scroll, to be honest, yeah. He should be... Uh-oh, where is he? I thought he was, like, in here. I forget where he is exactly. Did we walk past him? We did walk past him. He's right here. Excuse me. So let's save and grab the thingy. Oh, that's not it. I'll click. Boom. Much better. 1,000 thanks. I had feared that I would remain an endowment of this place forever, thanks to Shamino the Anarch. Shamino the Anarch, what did he do? I heard he killed everyone here. That sucks. The first thing that thy monstrous companion did when he came into town was oust the Mage Lord and the Council of Mages. And that's a bad thing. Why? When they resisted his edicts, Shamino killed them. And that is also a bad thing. Why? Though Ghostachio is one of the good ones. Thou wouldst not believe it, my lord. The Anarchs simply deflected all their spells. They had no effect at all. The Rangers became his instruments of chaos. Really? Anything was allowed, as long as one held a permit from the Anarch. I do not know how many of us are left now. It seems that most of the manors are abandoned. Ooh. That means we can go ahead and take things, considering that this place has... well, it's now under anarchy. There's no laws anymore. And there's no more dialogue. Anything. Many of the mages fell to the Anarch's wild justice. Others fell to the unorthodox magic of their fellow mages. And I found myself in the lamentable position that thou didst find me in for not using death spells. I tried to save Captain Hawk from the Anarch, but my powers were not sufficient. As he lay dying, Hawk gave me this key. He said it unlocked his sea chest at the Blue Boar Inn, and that the contents might be helpful someday. As I think the key might be useful to thee, I'm giving it to thee. Thank you very much. Left. The last thing I knew, before I earned the Anarch's ire, Stefano was alive, though he was being pursued by some fell creature. Ducio yet lived, as did Terizio. Oh, I forgot he was still alive after this section. And I can only pray that Andrio and Frelia escaped the notice of that monster. They did. They're alive. Abandoned. It might not seem virtuous. Interesting word. But I would suggest that thou shouldst explore the empty manors for magical scrolls and other items which might be of use in thy quest. For instance, thou couldst perchance assemble a near-complete set of the fabled Serpent teeth. It was a coup to steal such an artifact from old Urstum. Now the trophies lie abandoned in the mansions. I know not what the powers of the teeth might be, but they might reveal their secret to thee. But beware of the automatons. I can handle automatons. Change subject. Gratitude. Thank thee for saving me. Now that I am no longer imprisoned within stone, I can continue my researches. I was just thinking to myself, was he aware of everything while inside the statue? That sounds terrible. But he's free now, so all is well. There must be some way to stop Shaman of the Anarch. We seek the scroll of the Serpent, sir. I like how Boydon, commented just now. We seek the scroll of the Serpent. He has the scroll of the Serpent. Forgot about that. For some reason, I was thinking it was in the seminarium, but like I said, if it was mentioned earlier, it probably was. I tend to forget things really quickly. Unless I'm ultra-focused. The ancient scroll, be warned, it is written entirely in the ancient runes of the daemons who once dwelt in this land. I can understand none of it. It is said that Erstem translated portions of it, but the translation was lost many years ago. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this, the scroll of the Serpent. Thank you very much, and bye. I guess if Boydon's not here, he can just... Well, Avatar can say that line earlier. Okay, save. Do these guys say anything new about how Feta is free? There you go. Thank goodness thou wert able to restore him to life, else I would never finish my mage's training. That's more important to him than the people dead in this town. Oh, where's Frodo? Excuse me, Frelly. He is... Oh. That's a wolf there. What the heck? A woofer. Well, let's just ignore Frelly then. He's not very important. Unless he's inside the seminarium. He might be. Maybe the schedule's reset here? No. Well, let's just leave. I think it's funny how this is where the game gets a little messy. Like I said, things were rushed when this game came out, when it released, because there's supposed to be 3 quests, one in each town, after the Anarchs, the Chaos Banes were freed from Battlin's prison over in Spinebreaker. Each one goes to each town, and they enact their own laws in each town. Like here, Shamino was going to, you know, oust the Council of Mages and enact Anarchy. And he would take Frigidazi as his mistress. And there's supposed to be a quest in regards to that, as well as in each town. Here he enacts Anarchy, like I said, and a lot more NPCs are still alive. And there's going to be a quest and everything. That's all I remember. That's off the top of my head. I didn't refresh my memory in regards to all that. There's Frodo. Sorry, Frelly. Trouble. Feta. Thou art a mage beyond compare, my lord. Well, all I did was use a wand on him. I thought that Feta Biblio was dead after the glowing man turned him into a statue. I had no idea how to change him back. I hope Feta Biblio rewarded thee richly for saving him. He did. I gotta read that scroll in a few minutes, but yeah. There's supposed to be a quest in each town in regards to the Banes, and you would finish that quest and restore things back to the way they were, I guess. But instead, with Origin being rushed, EA rushing them, or Origin rushing themselves or something like that, excuse me, they decided to go ahead and cut that out and basically have the Banes destroy each town. So a lot of NPCs are dead. It's actually a little messy because you see people like Ducio over here still working at his shop with dead bodies surrounding him. It's very, very... Yeah, here, see, he's working. But there's Mosh. There's this guy, Pothos. So it feels... You can feel it rushed, is what I'm trying to say. My sloppy way of explaining. Yeah, it's too bad. No one's managed to restore the quest here. I don't think it's in the script. Some things were restored that we'll see in the Serpent Isle fixes in regards to Cantra. I think a few other things too. But no one's managed to make like a fan mod of the quest in each town regarding the Banes. Here's a scroll though. Oh, we don't need to cast Translate. It's already, you know, we casted earlier, I guess. I can't remember. It's been a week since I played this. I write this in great haste, for I can already hear the forces of order breaching the keep walls. I know not how this missive will survive to reach the outside lands, or for that matter, future generations. Mine only hope is that this speedily drafted work will offer record of our hallowed philosophy. For our culture to have any chance of enduring the ages, someone, somewhere must find this. Please, reader, I beseech thee, spread the word of our peoples. Balance, the harmony between the principles of order and chaos, is the one pure axiom we hold true. All three principles are symbolized in our hieroglyphs. The great Earth Serpent, keeper of balance, lies on a vertical plane, around which the two opposing serpents of chaos and order wrap themselves. Vertical plane. Chaos and order each embrace three forces. These 6 forces, when combined, form the 3 principles of balance. The forces of chaos are tolerance, enthusiasm, and emotion. The forces of order and ethicality, discipline, and logic. Chaos, tolerance is that which encourages the acceptance of all things. Enthusiasm is the energy that allows one to perform great tasks. Emotion is the ability to perceive those feelings that come from the heart as opposed to coming from the mind. Order, ethicality is the belief that there is great value in abiding by rules of conduct. Discipline is the drive to complete a task and avoid the distractions that will prevent its completion. Logic permits clear, reasoned thought, free from any instinctual biases. Balance, from the marriage between 2 forces, one each from chaos and order come the principles. Tolerance and ethicality combine to form harmony. The ability to be at peace with the self, the individual, and the world. From the union of enthusiasm and discipline springs dedication, that which permits one to surmount obstacles and lead others. Let me read that again. Enthusiasm, discipline springs dedication. Gotcha. EDD. Finally, emotion, tempered by logic, results in rationality. That makes a lot of sense. They all do. The ability to comprehend life and understand the world around us. The forces of chaos and order must ever remain in balance, for imbalance leads to disaster. Witness the war-torn state of our world today. As thou canst surely see, my world hath been torn asunder by disregard for balance, our dearest axiom. If thou dost thrive in a time less violent, I could do no more than plead with thee to help restore balance to the Serpent Isle. I must end this brief explication here, for I can hear mine attackers pounding upon the oaken door downstairs. I wish thee and thy world better fortune than mine own, Sithnos, the great Hierophant. Now, we read that scroll, actually, if you remember the scroll in the very first cave with Shamino, after Thox's and Karnax's fight, that's basically the same scroll that Erstim's wife, Drogeni, translated. If I'm remembering correctly, but yeah. Also interesting how Origin, the writers here, it was Raymond Benson, Sherry Hobbs, and Bill Armentrout who wrote this game. Interesting they chose Order that won the war, which caused, like, Order is causing chaos. Even though if chaos won, the same thing would happen, but the only difference is that we would see Order Banes, not Chaos Banes. So Chaos Banes are just chaos virtues being pushed in a more, farther direction. I guess it's kind of like Ultima V in a way, where the virtues became more like, you shall always tell the truth, honesty, or we will cut out your tongue, kind of thing. Oh well. I just wonder why they chose Order, really. Subversion? Like it's something different. He's got a key. That's, Rocco. I'll take it. It's also getting a little bit dark. Stefano's not in that house. Let's go raid Melano and Columna's home. See what we can get here. Oh look, it's a lightsaber. Not really. It's a magical sword. I don't think it does more damage than the Mage Bane though, but I will take it as the very first magical sword we have found. I'll put this in this bag. I won't take anything else. Nothing in there. Nothing in there or there. I think we can go down here again, and there is a trap down here if you remember. Oh, no. I thought there was going to be a chest here, never mind. We should probably heal though. Because Feta Biblio said, enter the manors and take the serpent teeth. I guess Melano and Columna don't have any serpent teeth, so... Let's check out Gustachio's home, which is also a little important for later on. Remember the pedestal downstairs? That's going to be very important. Not right now, but later. I'm not going to read that, I don't think. I don't think it's very important. Nothing there, nothing in there, just cloth. And 30 minutes already. Not even sure what the stopping point will be. It's too bad they cut out the quest, too. It sounded very interesting going through the design documents. If you have this game on GOG, you can read about it, I think. In the design documents. I'm pretty sure they have a lot for... when it comes to... Oh, there's Columna. I'm gonna go investigate her. Can I actually do it through the gate? Probably not. The fence. Oh, I can. That saves a lot of time. She doesn't have anything, though. Let's talk to Ducio first. If you remember the thing about the Blackrock sword, how it can house spirits, that is a clue. Thou art alive! Thou hast survived the Holocaust. So many are dead. What is thy business? Tell me about this Holocaust. Thy companion Shamino did return to this place, and he was in a killing rage. Despite all efforts to stop him, he did murder everyone in our town, save for Terizio, Andrio, and myself. Business. I just want to talk. He's a busy man. Demon Sword. Magical swords are very difficult to deal with. In some cases I can be of aid, but other cases require the assistance of a mage. I am a mage. 'Tis a magic sword, right enough. I'll take thy word about the daemon. The structure of the blade is not damaged. It is not a problem that I can repair. Thou must seek out a mage to aid thee, if there are any left among the living. If Gustachio's flux analyzer had not been stolen, I would have sent thee to his lab. It was the only thing that might have helped thee. That's another clue about the flux analyzer. So, just, you don't have to put this on the ground, but I'm going to. I'll put both on the ground. Now it's fixed, because I wanted to see the... Or rather, it's good we put that down because we can see the animation. Pretty cool. What's all light all of a sudden? What the heck? That's weird. I have fixed the sword. Let's put this here, though. Because now I can put that there, because we're going to need it. You probably guess what we need that for. We had a very powerful daemon housed in it. Beings of similar power are going to be in it soon. Holocaust. Business. Oh. Talk? Hey, I fixed the sword, but why aren't you... There was something else in regards to him. I think we got to find more info. Holocaust. Business. Look. Bye. Talk to him again. I don't think we have the information needed to do anything with that sword, so let's not worry about that. Let's go to the Mage Lord's home. Everyone's dead besides those three. Or... Anarchy. There's alligators here now and animals. They have taken over. What was that? That's weird. Now we can basically take what we want. If we want to. I'm not going to. We can take a little look-see. That music is very loud on my end. It's really distracting. It makes me want to talk louder. Pick broke, and pick broke. Do we have the key? No, no, and no. There's gold bars here, though. I'm not gonna... I guess we can just bust these open or find the key. It's not necessary, but let's go in here. Oh, it's Terizia. How you doing? Let's talk to him. Are you the Mage Lord now? I'm not a sociable man, so this will be brief, blah blah blah. I already have your magic wand. I perceive that thou hast the device stolen from me years ago. It is called the Philanderer's Friend. Not sure why, but someday I shall understand its secrets. Good. Thou hast brought it with thee, and now I shall take it. I have it! Oh, let's reload. I forgot he did that. I mean, I realized that he was going to take it as soon as I clicked on it. Don't say anything about stalking Stefano. He already said that a long time ago. He's going to try to kill Stefano for taking the stalkings. We gotta find him. Terizio. Let's see what happens after we talk to him after taking that thing. Give me the magic wand back. Didn't say anything. What the heck? Okay, reload. I'm not gonna talk to him. I guess. Forget him. Let's go over to here, I guess. I don't know. Ah! This wasn't here before. There's a serpent teeth here. I'll take it. Yeah. Oh, where'd that go? Well, I think we already had that tooth, actually. To be safe. And I actually almost saved over that slot, too. That would've been bad. Let's go ahead and save there. Just in case I mess up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So... we might already have this tooth. I think we do. But where did it go? I guess it just goes right onto the serpent jawbone. Even if you already have it, that's strange. I guess we just don't really need it. I don't want to mess anything up and delete that from the world if that's the case, so I just won't grab that tooth. It did say there was 4 there and what's going on there, right? Let's check out Frigidazi's home. I'm not going to open up those chests. Oh, more alligators. At you. There's 4 of them. Meesh. That's a lot. Automatons are no help. They have low combat, unfortunately. It's just me and Boydon doing all the work. That's okay, though. Because they can carry a lot. The Frigidazi is right over here. Where's my other... oh. Blood trail. Is that Julia or just a random ranger? Now, if you're hoping to see Frigidazi again, just know that she's dead. She was alive in the quest in regards to here. Like I said, Shamino takes her as his bride, or mistress, or anything. +4. And Frigidazi. Fabercio's dead. It's funny. Don't need any of those. So forget that. Let's go in here. Pretty cold in here, but oh well. We're gonna be here for a little while. There's a serpent teeth. And I think we have this as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep, that didn't go on there either. I'm just playing it safe because I don't want to delete those teeth out of existence just in case. Probably not a big deal. We gotta find Stefano though. We also have a key that we got, I think from Petabiblio, that opens Hawk's chest and the Blue Boar Inn, so let's go over there. After taking care of these alligators. I'm gonna go in the other direction next time. Alligators pose no challenge, I guess. Mongbats. Or a mongbat. Now a dead bat. There's not even a corpse after you kill it. Let's go in here though. We don't really need anything in here. I'm just sort of looking. Apples. Nothing here at all. Why's that dog following me? The vegetables are good. It's funny that she's still doing her duties and everyone around her is dead. Edrin is dead. Oh, there's Hawk's key. We weren't given the key. Never mind. Okay, let's talk to Petra, who's probably not doing too well since Rocco died. For a second I thought she wasn't going to talk. But mine existence is pointless now, my lord. Rocco, my love, is dead, and the blue boar destroyed. I'm only an automaton with no hope that any soul I may have will join Rocco in the world beyond this one. There's nothing left for me. That's all she says, though she is kind of sort of important later on, so we'll talk to her again. Oh, books in here. Recipe book. Sweet Muffins by Petra. Petra has a Sweet Muffins recipe book. I guess you can try to make this if you want to, in real life. Petra 2, Appleway. Interesting. I'll talk to Stefano in a bit. Gonna open up Hawk's treasure chest. I think it's this one, right? Yep, unlocked. Hawk's treasure map. Tree, stones, and that. I actually think we did. This takes you to the, let's read the scroll first. Me map. I don't need to say that because if it's anybody but me what's looking at this, I don't want to tell where me treasure is. So read no further, you dog, lest I leave your fate to the briny deep. This is dead reckoning, right? I'm awfully drunk and maybe I'm holding this thing upside down. 98 south, 28 west. 33 paces past the rock, excluding that break I took for drinking. 11 paces east of the whatever that blasted thing is. 30 paces, I think, because I was staggering about a bit and I stumbled and lost me count a couple of times. Past whatever me stinking map says is supposed to be there. I was sober when I drew that beauty. Unless this is me what's reading this, I hope the treasure's already gone, you thief. We'll take these. Awful directions. That and that. Or can I go in here? No, that's just too much. Too much in that bag. We can put away the flux analyzer now, though. So well. That leads us to the Serpent crown that we already have. We found it way earlier on, I believe. One way to check is, yep. Serpent crown, that's very important. So is the ring, necklace, and earrings. Let's talk to Stefano. I'm not a cowardly man, my lord, but I am powerfully glad to see thee again. I am in terrible trouble. What sort of trouble? This all started with a piece of work I did for that late mage lord, which involved procuring some stockings. It's a long story, but to be brief, Columna the Green Witch hated me for what I did. She is dead now, but her curse lives on. What sort of curse? I spit on her grave if she had one, the hag. From the depths of some hell, she has summoned up the tireless warrior to pursue me. Also, how are you sitting down? That chair is facing the other way and it's all destroyed and stuff. 'Tis a death knight, whose sole purpose is to slay the victim he has promised. Columna pledged my soul to this one. Surely thou canst save me. Slay him for me, and thou shalt have my most priceless reward. Where is he? Wish I knew. He doth charge at me when I least expect it. Sometimes he appears from thin air. About Columna. If thou must know, Columna is married to Melano, an old and doddering mage, but no fool. 'Tis no surprise that she lusts for young Terizio. The stockings were evidence, since only Columna wears this sort, and because I found them in Terizio's manor. However, Columna found out that I stole them, and she wants mine head on a platter. Literally. I'm glad the old witch is dead. I only wish her curse had died with her. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Stockings. Fabricio promised me a small but substantial fortune if I could procure a certain pair of moon silk stockings. It seems that he was eager to enjoy the pleasures of one of the female mages, and felt that these stockings would provide leverage for his arguments. Thought I'll see where I'm reaching. So I stole, or acquired, the stockings for him, but then the lightning stole them from me. Robercio accused me of swindling him and tossed me in the dungeon freedom. Well, we had the stockings. This entire time, too. Slay. Well, I don't know how to kill him. I only know that he is very, very tough. Mayhap immortal. Perhaps nothing can stop a Death Knight, Boydon, pessimistically says. Don't let me discourage thee from making the attempt to slay the thing. My life depends on it, friend. Reward? Well, thou see, I have this item which might interest thee. In fact, I think it belongs to thee. I suspect one of those magic storms brought it my way. If I was an honorable man, I suppose I'd give it to thee straight away. I'm not. So if thou canst kill the Death Knight, the rock serpent is thine. If not, and do not think of killing me and taking the serpent, I have it well hidden. Why would you think I would do that? Maybe he's talking to the player. Skip all that. Happenings? A terrible glowing being came to Moonshade and battled against all the mages. I believed them to be dead. I did not stay to be sure, but came here to hide myself. 'Tis the end of the world, Reuben. Join. No, but thank thee for asking. Okay, bye. Wait, I almost forgot about this. Found this object when I happened to be passing through one of the manors, if thou knowest what I mean. You stole it. Let me give this to thee, as a token of my great esteem for thine ability to save my life. It looks to be one of the serpent teeth that Mad Erstum used to collect. Please protect me, so long. I believe... Gotta wait, because that's a Death Knight right there, who's using a Luther's model there. How about you? Leave Stefano alone. He had some health on him. And he's got magical helmet. I don't think we need that, but I am collecting those, so I can go here. And the rest can... I don't need that. I was like, where's Stefano? There he is. Oh. Why are you walking away from me? Stefano? Is he still like in combat mode or something? Maybe I leave the screen and he resets. Maybe he took too much damage. Uh-oh. That is not good. What if I reload? He's scared. That's why he's doing that. Should I heal him? I'll use Great Heal, why not? I didn't do anything. Guys? This is not good. If he doesn't talk to me, that's bad. I need that black rock serpent thing. Let's try to walk away. Many screens away. Fight these Mombats. How about you? He should be good. Nope, he's still not good. What the heck? Stefano. Let's go to sleep. Hawk's bed. I hope I don't have to restart this section. That's going to be a little annoying. Alright, if he's still afraid, then he should just get over it. He is not here, though. He should be back at his house. Let's go over there. What the deuce? Hopefully he's all fixed and better now. This is his home. He's probably in bed. There he is. Save first, just in case something bad happens. Wake up. If I were not quaking with fear, my lord, I would go down on both knees before thee. I'm so grateful for thine aid. There is no need for that. Grateful. I thank thee 1,000 times over for saving my life, Reuben. There is no way for me to repay thee, but something I possess might be of use to thee on thy quest. This is the house of the vault behind mine old house, which is west of the city. With it, Thou wilt be able to retrieve the cursed rock serpent that hath caused me such trouble. Take it with my blessings. Happenings. It's the same thing. Want to join? No, he doesn't want to join. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Okay. Save again. We'll feed the avatar. Boydon. And we got a teeth. That's a map, not a teeth. Put the teeth on the jawbone. Now we got 3 left. What does that open? Who knows? You probably put the jawbone, like, right there for the heck of it. Save up room in that bag, you know? Whoops. No need to do that. Should leave that alone. Okay. Am I missing any houses? Any more serpent teeth? Some teeth are duplicates. I think we entered all the manors for the mage, not mage lords, but you know what I mean. So I don't think another chest pops up in Rodolencia's home, even though she was on the council. So I think so. Nope, there's nothing here. Okay, let's go west. I'm not going to skip ahead because we might run across some different areas. Different items in these houses and stuff, is what I meant to say. I think with Ducio, I had to find another NPC to say something, because I'm supposed to talk to him again in regards to the Daemon Sword. But I don't think we came across enough information yet. That Scroll of the Serpent is supposed to go to Karnax. He did send us here. Enter this guy's home. The, you know, the guy, Mortegro. I can take this key now. It's not really virtuous like Betted Biblio said. Interesting word, too. This isn't Britannia. That's kind of a... not exclusive to Britannia. There's nothing here anyways. Gustav should never manage to find Mortegro. Too bad. Maybe we'll find him later on. Uh-oh. Oh, that didn't really hurt that much. I wasted that. Look. A plume helmet. Looks like this, by the way. I guess that kind of... looks like the eyes aren't showing through the hole there. What does it look like on an automaton? Funny. Let's, okay, let's just leave that house then. Go in here. Thing in here. Look for something very important. If there is anything important, I'm gonna take these lockpicks, because why not? We got a bajillion of them now. Does Mosh's home have anything? She's dead. No surprise her being a beggar. Plate boots, kidney belts. There. Alright, what next? What next? What next? This is why I wanted to take all those items from Lydia's home and the court jail. Because this is what happens across the world. I can't remember if your items are still there. If the map changes, they probably still are. But just to be safe. And speaking of which, with all the NPCs dead, going back all the way to the Silver Seed, when we regrew the Silver Tree and Karnax comes in, teleports himself right through time like the Time Lord. Like the frickin' Time Lord. He has a new line of dialogue if you finish Silver Seed after the Bane's release. He says, according to Ultima Codex, that this will help once the imbalance is restored. Once balance is restored, the people who die from the Chaos Banes will be restored to life. I never saw that line for myself because I always wanted to... I always try to finish Silver Sea before the Bane's release, so I never got to see it, you know. So someone could probably confirm with that, I guess, but I don't much care about most of the people here anyway, so yeah. And they probably get restored to life once, regardless. It's just that his line changes. Now he has no new lines here. This is one of the sloppiness of the last half of the game. He acts like nothing happens. Well, here we go. He does say this: Shaman the Anarch is the current Mage Lord. He hath brought great change to our city. No longer must a mage or mundane be bound by petty rules. It is quite exciting. Council. Doesn't really say anything new there. Aye. Yep, nothing new there. Why is Andrew following me? Be gone with thee. Kiddo, let's not explore this area. And, oh, I'm not sure if I'm misremembering or not, but I thought Shamino or Bane, if you're in their town, will pop in and kind of taunt the Avatar. Maybe the others in Fawn and Monitor. I guess not here in Moonshade. Let's go get that rock, Black Rock Serpent thing. If you remember, there's a house to the west that we got to. Oh, monk, at you. Dead monk. Dead female monk. Let's go this way. I guess Shamino might not. We walked pretty much all over Moonshade, so yeah. But those duplicate serpent teeth, they're just there if you happen to miss the earlier ones, I guess. I think the house is probably not right here. This is probably Vasulio's home, if you see the structure here. That's Vasulio's home. And Stefano lived way out here. That's interesting. We did run across his home a while ago. Just forget where it is. He said west side. Is it up here? He could have given us coordinates, but whatever. We saved his life twice. La-di-da, right? Go. I forget where it is, guys. What the heck? It's definitely not way up here. Let's go back down. Oh. This might be it. Actually, no, this is not it. Were we in here, though? I don't think we were. There's absolutely nothing here. It's just a watchtower. That is really funny. Oh well. Let's go try to find Stefano's home. I found it. I think we are currently outside the walls. So he used to live outside the walls, I guess. This might not be. I don't know. We don't have that key. Strange that it did not work. What the heck? This might not be it after all. This is another way in. Ah, I remember. This is it. Got the key. And there it is. This is where you put the stockings. This is excellent. So we'll put this right here. Don't lose that. It's very important. So we got chaos. And we got order. Now I figure, did I bring this up? That the Banes tricked Batlin into using the Chaos Serpent Blackrock on the Order wall lights, because they knew that would free them. And they took the opportunity to kill him because of it, and they were free to do their thing. How do I get in there, though? Like, how do I get the key for this? I'll have to look online, I guess. Can I just destroy... I can destroy the door if I had a powder keg, but I don't have a powder keg. Not with me. Maybe I'll do that later. I don't think I ever went in there. I've never been much for finding secrets in this game. Not really. I'm not even sure if there's anything valuable in there. I'll make a mental note of that. Rather, just write it in. Whoa, what happened to my notebook? Don't put dashes. I can delete all of these. Find way to Stefano's old home on the west side. Far west side of Moonshade. Near Black Rock Order. Serpent. Location. Go. Okay, I forgot what else to do next. I'm still gonna play a little bit longer. Right. Where are we? Right here, Avatar. Boydon's gonna say we are lost, even though we're not. Oh, look at this. Underneath this walkway is a dead body. Nothing on him, though. That's probably Kane. I also completely forgot to enter Terizio's home, I believe. We're going to do that before going back to Monk Isle. We're done here for now. If I had to guess, I think Karnak's going to tell us how to imprison the Banes. And then we can go back to Ducio. Like I said in the last part, I'm kind of hazy on the sequence of events exactly here in the last half of the game. But here we are. No keys or anything. Just reagents. We got a serpent tooth there that I don't think will go onto our jawbone. Got 3 slots left. Ah, goes up there. 2 left. And we'll get more as the game goes on, I'm sure. Cool. If I'm missing any, I can always just look online for a guide. You're going to use a guide a lot in this game if this is your first playthrough. And honestly, even if you replay this game. So we got that. What's this here? That's just garbage. And no Shamino, the Bane, he didn't pop in to taunt or anything. I don't think he does. I think the other two do. I know for sure YOLO does. The Bane YOLO. And Dupre. They got some interesting portraits now, don't they? Dupre's got his whole snake head now. YOLO looks absolutely insane, fitting for his, you know, being a Bane now. All that. Shamino kind of looks the same, though. He just glows. It's funny. Oh, they'll need that. Got another helmet. Nice. Do I need to drop anything else, though? We can totally just drop the analyzer. I just put this, I don't know, like right here. That, I guess, or put up here. Gotta put it out of the way, you know? Don't want it to, like... Try to make it look presentable, too. I don't know where to put this. My OCD is kicking in. Gotta be nice, neat, and orderly. That can stay there. And I'll put... I'll watch this. I like it when that does that. That's money, weapons, arrows, that. Oh, you know what? Oh. That there, put that there, that there. Nice. Scrolls, books. And that's about it. Let's close those. Anything else I can put away, like story items? Do I have any story items anywhere? Got lockpicks. Whoops. Don't take off the backpack. It's no good. Okay, there we go. Aha. Okay, this can go now. There. Stockings we don't need anymore. It's actually, this bag's getting rather full too. So let's go ahead and put them in the, not that bad. Let's put it in here. Stockings, we don't need this anymore. We don't need... Keep these for now. There we go. Okay. Let's go to... Oh. Shoot, where's Monk Isle again? I think I vaguely remember it's here and on this this gate. So I'm pretty sure I edited it in a way where I skipped it, and that's how I remember the last part. So I was entering wrong gates. Aha, we made it, I think. Yes, this is it. Wait, no, this is not it. This is Fawn. Excuse me. Top. I was close. I do probably think it's this one. Find out once we enter it. Yep, this is Monk Isle. Let's go find Karnax, and that's probably where the part will end. Not sure. It's been over an hour already, an hour and 10 minutes. This game goes by too fast. Oh, Shamino. Well, I'm not shedding tears for the mages of Moonshade, at least not for Bercio. Brigidazio is great, Gustachio, Rocco, he's not a mage, but you know. Oops. I like to close doors behind me in Civilization. It's one little immersive thing I like to do. There's Gweno, but where's oh, here we go again. In the last part I had problems finding certain monks. It's currently 10, so maybe they're working the fields. There's one. No. Might we speak? No, that's, Draxta, I believe? Gweno. Thy friend Gweno doth not seem right, O Great One. She is a fine one to talk. Karnax could divine what ails her, to be certain. Where is he? Karnax a proud fellow, O Great One, but not so proud that he would interfere with thy quest. He knows much of the history of the land. Great help to thee. Bye. Is he right here? No. She hath made a vow. And that's not him. Maybe the other fields. He wasn't in the monastery. This place is peaceful. One of my favorite areas. Can't really find a base here to put your items, though. Most players use the dark path, and I can see why. Is he working the trees here? Is that you? No, that's, Thoxa. Oh, she just says all that, the bells and stuff. I can't talk to you right now, unfortunately. I'm really, really busy. Just want to find Karnax. You're not Karnax. Where's Karnax? Karnax, where art thou? There he is. He's way down on this corner of the cornfield. Yes, I have. Very good. I have the scroll. Here you go. Now, if I may see it, I may be able to unlock the secret to restoring thy lady friend. Just don't get it dirty. You've been working the fields. It's a very important scroll. I have it now. Okay, so what do I do? It all becomes clear. The Ophidians based all their beliefs on 6 virtues, and the consequences of an imbalance of these virtues are very dire. In fact, it sounds like they could destroy the world. Yeah, that's right. But I need information how to, you know, restore Gweno, restore Cantra, stop the Banes, and restore my friends. Do you have anything in regards to that? The virtues are tolerance, ethicality, enthusiasm, discipline, emotion, and logic. The anti-virtues, when there is no balance, are amorality, wantonness, insanity, prejudice, apathy, and ruthlessness. I will draw thee a chart so that it might be more clear. Nice. Thank you very much. Eventually, the world will destroy itself, much like what is happening now. Within a person, like thy friend Gweno, the lack of discipline would produce wantonness, much like the behavior she is exhibiting now. There does seem to be a cure, however. What sort of cure? According to this, thou shouldst have the victim drink the water from the temple dedicated to that virtue which the person lacks. It sounds as though thou shouldst bring water from one of the temples. I think that Migim doth have a book with maps of those ancient temples. Anything else, Gweno? He already said that last time. Prophecies. The world. It's just the same thing there. Sorry for skipping Boydon's thing. Let's go talk to Migim. He is over on the other side of the field that I'm just going to walk to. And stretch out this playthrough a little bit longer, because I know the last part was like 40 minutes. Oh. The bells toll. Are they back in here? No? And where do they go? Maybe they're eating? Nope. Nope. Let's check that scroll before we find Migim. Right here. Virtues. Tolerance, enthusiasm, and emotion. Ethicality, discipline, and logic. And order, too. Chaos and then order. Anti-virtues is anarchy, wantonness, and insanity. They're out there now. Order is prejudice, apathy, and ruthlessness. Makes you wonder if it was order who lost and the banes of order were released. You know, how the quests would be in each town. You know, apathy would be kind of funny. Now I think about it, I think maybe they went with chaos losing and the banes were released chaos-wise. Because I guess anarchy, wantonness, and insanity was more interesting, I guess, you know. Someone did bring up that Order Banes are kind of manifested anyways, in a way, because the Order Serpent is going insane in the Void, being alone in there, with no Great Earth Serpent to mediate between him and Chaos Serpent, though Chaos Serpent now is destroyed. So it's kind of like theorized that people on Serpent Isle are behaving too much order-wise because of the virtues being out of alignment and all that. Does that make sense? And I have no idea where these people are, dude. I have a feeling they're up over here. This is one of the most... not the most annoying, but it's a little annoying trying to find these monks when you want to talk to them. So I can never remember their schedules. Ah, yes. Now where's Migim? I'm gonna click. Oh, that was easy. Right here. Aid. Library. Diverse books and scrolls. Okay. Maps. There you go. There was a book describing the old temples in the Abbey. Written in Athenian runes, you can use the lens of translating. That'll save me some mana a little bit. Very, very handy. It's like, that Biblio can't read Super Runic. You could totally just come to Monk Isle and use the lens of translating. Growing. And that's it. Let's go back to the monastery. You almost don't really need to talk to him. Like, our next task is to cure Gweno, but first we gotta find out where this temple is, and... oh, which scroll is it? Oh, yeah, I can't read that. Use the lens. Now we're ready to read all this fine literature. The hero from another world must encounter again what he thought eradicated. The cause is good this time. That's the fellowship. I see the hero from another land, the frozen lands of the north. The hero seeks the wife of his oldest companion. Wall of ice doth prevent the hero from reaching the woman. The hero lifts a horn, the horn of the Gwani, to his lips and blows. The sound of the horn is deafening. The wall of ice is shattered. Did that. Oh, it's Minax's thing. Zenka's vision. The hero from another world will meet the descendants of the Silver Captain under the sign of the bull. The hero from another world will be betrayed by a follower of the other. That's Selena. Horticultural. This. Things unsavory may often be necessary. All causes are not what they seem. What appears evil often can be good. Never discount. Zenka's Prophecies. Prophecies, it's a book, so... Brother Marcus. I think that's it. Temples of Order by Shrithos. Pilgrims, it is a great journey to visit the 3 temples of order. Do not let the obstacles sway thee from thy destination, for though the path is difficult, the rewards are many. Seek the fountains, for their water is the essence of the force which resides at that sanctuary. Imbibe the waters, and drink of the fruit of thy quest. The Temple of Ethicality is found near the coast, south of the Spinebreaker Mountains. It was built in such a way that those who come here may gain inspiration from the view. This is the first temple on the Pilgrimage of Order. Continue next to the Temple of Discipline. The western branch of the Spinebreaker Mountains is where the Temple of Discipline was carved out. Seek the Great Bay, then follow the eastern coast until thou dost reach the mountains. Continue east, and thou shalt be sure to find the entrance. Lastly, the Temple of Logic lies within the Glacier Mountains, with the entrance being the southern tip of the mountain chain. There are many passageways until one finds the tests of logic, which lead to the sanctum. Above all, do not mistake any Temple of Chaos for one of the sanctuaries of order, for in this path lies madness. Only order is fit for study. Chaos defiles all it touches. I'm gonna take that book. It was this one, right? Yep. Put it in my pack. Right, got a lot of room here now. And hopefully we can restore Gweno in the next part. Because this part's over.